Hey y'all, and welcome to CC's Texas Garden. So I was out here working in the garden and I was like, you know what, I do need to pick up my camera, because y'all will be like, well, when did you do that? Y'all, you're gonna learn that I'm one of them impulse gardeners. If something ain't working, I'm gonna switch it up and see if that'll work. If that don't work, I'll try something else. I'm not gonna sit here the whole growing season waiting, well, maybe it'll, nope. So as you can see what I'm working on, I took the tomatoes out. That was right here, was just one left, and the basil that was in there, I took them out. I'm going to dehydrate them. I have plenty of basil around the garden. So what I decided to do is move my peppers, because I have my peppers back here in this raised bed and they are not doing well. They are very slow, and I should already be harvesting some peppers by now. So I moved them up here. Hopefully you can see. The sun is coming up, so I was trying to hurry up and get this done this morning. But I'm gonna put 10 peppers in this bed right here. Yup, just packing it in. I'm gonna put 10 of them here, 5 in the back, 5 in the front, and see how they grow in this bed. This soil here is very soft. That soil back there is hard. I mean, they were trying to grow, but I don't want my plants to struggle. If I have some nice soil like this, then this is where they need to be. So that's all I'm doing, is planting those up. Taking these other two that's back there, pulling them up here. I'm going to take this basil that's right here in the middle, awkwardly right there, take it out. I will hold on to these tomatoes, this large cherry tomato right here, this plant, because as you can see, it has tomatoes all over it, so it can stay. I did plant some serranos peppers into that pepper bed. I also planted some beets in there. The beets never came up. I don't know if the peppers will. If so, then we'll just have some serrano peppers in that bed back there, and they'll be already acclimated to that soil. But these poor babies, no, I need to put their little roots in some soft dirt where they can come on and produce something, because I would love to have me tons of peppers. Tomatoes, not so much, but give me all the peppers I can get. I can always figure out something. I like a nice good pepper. So anyway, I'm gonna do that, then I'll bring you back and see what else we're gonna change around in this garden. Okay guys, so in this area it's just really jam-packed with stuff, and I want to have more sunlight to be able to get to things. So I think I'm gonna take out this basil. I really want to take out this huge African marigold. It's doing wonderful, but I don't know why. I didn't know it was going to get this big, so I planted it into this little small cell block. But it's too big to be in there. It makes it real bulky. So it's either take out, I think I'm going to take out this basil anyway, because I'm going to just go ahead and dehydrate it. Just pull it out from the bottom, and then this I'm going to go ahead and take out. I know it has blooms and everything, but I have other ones around there, so I can't sit up there and, you know, I could plant it somewhere else for a little while, but they really don't like to get moved much. After I move them, they pretty much start dying off. So anyway, like I said, I'm about to pull this basil up. basil is out. It's beautiful basil. It does have some spots on it and stuff, but I'm dehydrating it. It'll be okay. And this big thing, if I can pull it out, probably cannot. Let me see. Ugh. Let me use my other hand and see if I can pull it out of there. Golly, these roots are down there. Okay. That's when these come in. They don't want to come out easily. I'll snip it out. Now, here's some little ones that's coming up as well. I'm going to take them out. And like I showed you on one of my shorts, we have tons that comes from one flower, marigolds with seeds. I don't know if that makes sense. We get tons of seeds from one marigold flower. So, yeah. I have to do whatever I need to do, y'all. Okay. I'm guessing this one can stay. This basil here can stay. This marigold is the more smaller one, but had to grab that stink bug quick. I didn't even give him a chance to think about it. It is kind of seeming like it's kind of trying to die out a little bit. But it's doing a good job of, I don't know if it's doing a good job of keeping pests away or not, but it's pretty in the garden and it's not going to get that tall. So, okay, I'll leave that. Now, when I took out all my onion, I didn't take these out, but I do need to cut them down and use these chives. I'm going to dry them out, these green onions. Green onion tops. I'm going to give it a nice haircut. They do probably need to be separated out of there. They are kind of jam-packed in there. Look at that. That's individuals. That is individual green onions that I could have in different spots. Okay, well, I guess that needs to come out too. And then right behind there is my lemongrass. Oh, guys, I love this lemongrass. You know why? Because I planted it from seed. And so I love when it gets wild and crazy. I'm gonna cut it down and make me some lemongrass tea with it. So I'm gonna give it a nice haircut, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull these onions out, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, guys, so here is my lemongrass. There's this nice haircut, and what I did was go ahead and put one of those little metal ties around it so that keep it all together. So I'll put it in this container. It's going inside. Here is my green onions. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. I want to cook something right now. Just smelling them. So what I'm gonna do is separate them as much as possible. I'm gonna try to separate these out. I am gonna take the tops of these, take them inside and dehydrate them, and be able to have them when I need some green onions. And I'll save these bottom parts because we're gonna replant, y'all. As soon as fall hit and it gets a little cooler, we're gonna replant these onions and grow some more throughout the year. So guys, I have cleaned up my onions, and all I did was I cut the bottoms of them, the long roots. This is still kind of long, but the long roots, cut the tops off of those. So these would be great to let them cure just sitting outside, and then it'll be ready. You can plant them again. I have some that I cut off the big green onions, and so I'm going to add these to them. So we have our lemongrass, our tops from our green onions. This is all the basil I'm gonna dehydrate. And this is what it's looking like here in the bed. Doesn't it look wonderful? To me, I'm just like, oh, like fresh air. I have my peppers all lined up here. I'm gonna water them. But there they go right there. This bed here is cleared out pretty much, besides this tomato, red cherry tomato, and if them serrano peppers come up. If they don't come up, then this bed will be clear. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. You know, your garden is your garden. Whatever works for you or what you feel like, do it. Don't feel pressured to follow the norm or do things how people do it in theirs. Do what you want. This is your garden. This is your success. And you know what works best for you. So those are all the words I got to say today. Y'all have a blessed one.